Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you.
Alrighty, welcome back to Trainers, Battlers, and Girls at PvP. This is PoGo Joel here coming at you with a Silph Arena Regionals run by Jurunja. And I do have a special guest today. I do have PvP Steve here. PvP Steve, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm pretty sure legally I am required to start off with a g'day battlers, but I need no introduction. I'm just some random guy that's been pulled in off the street. I don't know how I've got here, but we seem to be looking at some sort of tournament shoutcast here for a regionals winner. Is that what we're looking at?
Yeah, we're looking at a regionals winner from the Nevada USA region. So Nevada was hosting an early regional invitational, and it is the Venture Cup. And we do have Jurunja, who is a world-class player. They are in a factions team, the SoCal Swab Blues. So a really top-notch player. Can't wait to see his run through here. Anything you're excited about, Steve?
I mean, man, there's not only a Lickitung on that team, but there's also a normal cast form, which means we're seeing like that, previously before the sort of cast form change, cast form was kind of like a Lickitung substitute, but now now it's got Rock Weatherball, we're kind of going to see a bit of duo action. And it's a pretty interesting team structure as well with the 10-point mon. There aren't too many of those running around. It's very much mostly that sort of 6-point, 4-point, 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 1-point, 1-point sort of structure. So this is definitely a little bit interesting. And I mean, clearly it worked out. And I mean, hey, I think we're going to see some pretty fun Lickitung action, which I'm always happy to see.
Yeah, and if you're following along, a lot of the 10-pointer teams aren't doing as well as some of the other teams out there. So it'll be amazing to see how this Lickitung comes out and really balances out this team. We do see Meganium, which is an interesting one-point pick there, and we'll just see how it all plays out here. Let's go ahead and get things started. Are you ready, Steve?
I'm ready.
Alrighty. And here we go into round one, match number one. Take it away, Steve.
Alright, we're hopping in up against PoGo Joel YT, whoever this guy is. He's running that normal cast form up against Jurunja's Noctowl. Seeing the Rock Weatherball coming through super fast here, throwing on that Noctowl. And, I mean, it's not going to do tons of damage to Noctowl. It's going to do a little bit, but not, like, heaps and heaps. I definitely going to add up with this, like, absolute just spammy nature of it, though. Look how much is coming through. Noctowl finally getting to a charge move, Sky Attack. Oh, hang on, we've got the swap. We've got the swap.
Yeah, it was an awesome swap there. Able to catch the Sky Attack, doing no damage on that Regirock. And then in comes that golden little Lickitung, one of those deadly lickers there, able to block up this Grass Knot here, or this Power Whip. And do you think we get to another move here, Steve?
I mean, Lock-On just charges up so fast, but are going to just get there a little bit too slow there. Regirock getting its first one through, but Lickitung can tank that one. The Power Whip going through now, going to let Regirock go down. So really nice sneak in there with the charge move just in time. What are you going to bring in here? Going to bring in the Deoxys to just get rid of that thing as soon as possible. Lick does do a little bit of damage, but not too much, and now it's going to be that Noctowl coming in. Not going to do any super effective damage here, just going to be throwing some bulk Sky Attacks. We're actually going to swap it into Gliscor. This isn't a great spot for you, Joel. Not really where you want to be.
But still able to come in and catch that with the cast form. And I do have that Weather Ball Rock, and it's still going to do a decent amount here, chipping away at that Gliscor.
Yeah, going to be able to get to another charge move as well in quick fashion. Oh, actually, Gliscor is going to get its off first. Night Slash going to shield up, wants to get this Rock Weather Ball through. And actually going to see a shield come up from the other side as well, both knowing that we kind of we want to play out this matchup. Gliscor needs to do well here for Jurunja.
Yeah, and then undercharging that, hoping I can get to another one, but didn't even need it. And here we go into round one, match number two.
Alright, we're seeing the yellow v yellow here with the Shadow Ninetales up against the Lickitung. Lickitung not in like a... Neither Pokemon is really loving this matchup. They're kind of just doing a bunch of stab neutral damage back and forth with body slams and fire weather balls. So I guess we'll see how it kind of plays out. It's going to be dependent on shield usage, who shields what essentially. Oh, we're seeing the swap it into Regirock, who is, I mean, not loving this matchup because Power Whip is still going to do a lot here, trying to catch the body slam, I assume. But yeah, unfortunately, it didn't work out in that one.
Yeah, having expend a shield there, but Gliscor comes in. Now we do have to watch out for that Earthquake, but hoping that the Stone Edges can at least get one shield here. They do, and here comes Regirock's worst nightmare. The Earthquake comes through there.
Oh no. Bye, Regirock. See you later. Hope you find your dad. We are going to see the Fire Weather Balls come back in, try and put some damage onto that Gliscor ASAP. Get rid of that thing. Out of here. Shoo. Skedaddle. Are we going to see the Lickitung go back in? Oh, going to see the Deoxys. Fair play. Going to try and get these rocks. Oh, no, going for the Psycho Boost to try and take this Ninetales out. Yikes.
Ninetales surviving with a little sliver of health there and a move banked, so hopefully that might come in handy later, but Ninetales was not loving any of these matchups. Poor Ninetales. Here comes the Deoxys, and all we can do at this point is Rock Slide away.
Yeah, look, you can try your best here, but this Deoxys is not going to care too much about that Rock Slide, and then there's going to be charging up heaps of energy on Deoxys' side here, going for the Rock Slide, and yeah. Ouchies. Fire Weather Ball going to come in now though, but yeah,
Nothing
with the shield.
Alrighty, here we go into match number 3 of round 1. Regirock into DD, and not a good spot for Reggie to be in. Swaps into DD, and the Gliscor comes out. Oh man, not looking good. The swaps are getting hard countered here. Poor Pogo Joel.
Yeah, this is not where you want to be at all, and this is the 1-1. Whoever wins this battle does take out the first round of the regionals tournament. You really want to get that first leg up in, but man, Deoxys in a really rough spot. Burning the shield, really wants to try and put as much pressure onto this Gliscor as possible, maybe trying to win that switch advantage, and we actually are seeing Jurunja not burn the shield. Gliscor still hang on with a little bit, but going to get taken out with a few more counters, so kind of interesting there.
Yeah, and then going Psycho Boost early on here, and a quick swap out. Oh man, this poor little cast form comes into a heaps of counter coming at his way, and then that Rock Slide is just adding injury to insult there. Gonna try to get off the energy ball, and it does connect, but here comes another move from that DD.
Yeah, these moves are seriously going to add up. Potentially could have gone for like no charge moves there, almost. But yeah, going to take that thing out. Joel, you've still got 2 options here. Going to bring that Regirock with the charge move ready to go. This isn't going to do heaps of damage to Deoxys, but is going to get the shield. Deoxys is pretty low on health nonetheless. Going to actually, ooh, going to see the catch. Oh yeah, no.
Lots of swapping here.
Oh no.
Lots of swapping here. Regirock coming in here. You have to expend a shield if you're going to want to try to stay around in this one.
Yeah.
And here comes the first Stone Edge. Will the opponent block this up? They do not. Regirock farms a tiny bit, but there's still a shield on Deoxys' side, so this is most likely going to be game here, and with that Psycho Boost especially.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Definitely going to come through and then just wreck that Regirock's world.
All
really
right,
unfortunate there, but Jurunja taking out the round 1 up against a total scrub in Pogo Joel. But going into the next one here with Noctowl throwing whatever it can.
We have a Doggioli, I believe, and he is bringing in the Dusclops. So, and we do see a Dusclops team come out. Pretty interesting lineup there, and Noctowl in here holding pretty tight. You gotta watch out for what moves the Dusclops has. It could go Fire Punch, it could go Ice Punch, and we do see that swap into Lickitung, and the Ice Punch not doing too much, just tickling there.
Yeah, no matter what move Dusclops was going to throw there, it was not going to do much to that Lickitung at all. So, going to be throwing these body slams now onto the Venusaur, which is going to do much better than it would have done up against something like a Dusclops. But Lickitung really kind of has the upper hand here, able to tank the Frenzy Plant, going to be able to get to another body slam before Venusaur can do a single thing. This is looking pretty good for Jurunja, going to say that much.
Yeah.
Letting Venusaur go.
And still being able to get some licks off before he leaves, throwing off that Sky Attack right as that DD coming in. Jurunja looking like in a really good spot here. Still up 2 shields, and we do see the Meganium finally make an appearance here.
Yeah, and going to be able to take this move. Doesn't care as much as the other one would have. Seeing the Dusclops come in though, and the Ice Punches are going to add up here. Actually, going to see Jurunja's shield. Pretty interesting move there. He's going to be able to get to these, going to take it down and get to a Frenzy Plant onto Deoxys, which is going to do a nice little bit of damage. Should be able to get to another one as well before the matchup is over.
Yeah, he almost has 2 already, and showing that pretty strong 1-pointer there. He could invest a shield here or just let it go. This should still survive, and a little bit of energy left in the bank. Wow. Really masterful in that energy management there, even if somehow that Noctowl went out. So here we go into match number 2 of round 2. Take it away.
Alright, we're going in with the Lickitung lead in a really nice spot there, seeing the instant swap into that Deoxys defense, who is still taking a fair bit of damage from the Licks. Body Slam's adding up as well. It's just like, I guess the best answer they might have in their line of 3 to kind of fight back against this Lickitung. Not a great counter to say the least, but gonna just throw stuff back and forth, try and take these things out. Lickitung with the Body Slam spam coming out in force up against this Deoxys. Gonna see the shield and the swap out into the Deoxys mirror, so I guess we'll see shields, charge moves. It's all gonna come down to that in this matchup, Joel.
Yeah, that Lickitung set him up really good. Insta swap, and then now we see that Dusclops comes in to face our DD, but if you pay attention here, these rock slides do seem to add up, and we do know that it is thick. It's not the XL, so it's not super duper doing all that damage that the Shadow would, but we do get to see a lot come out from it, and it looks like it is the purified version. There, can't tell you for certain. No, probably not. It looks like a regular one. I do see a purified one in the list though, so let's see. Ooh, DD comes in, Lickitung getting a little bit of licks off. That Psycho Boost comes through, it's debuffed, and Noctowl comes in, farms down, able to come in and take an Ice Punch here. We do know how thick Noctowl can be. He can take Blizzard, so
oh yeah,
that Ice Punch with no stab, definitely not a problem at all. And now we see a poor Venusaur up against this little owl that could, and it's just gonna take it away with 2 shields. Amazing Jurunja. Now here we go into match 3. And man, this Lickitung lead every time has been pretty strong for Jurunja against this composition. The opponent here has the Ninetales, Dusclops, Whiscash, DD, Venusaur, and Mew. Still no appearance from Mew yet, but maybe not the best spot for it since we do have this strong Lick here and not too much of an answer for it at the moment. Lickitung's proving why it's definitely one of the strong ones up there. If you are willing to invest half your team points on it, those 10 points may come in handy if you know how to use it. Oh my gosh, look at this cast form. It's single moved, so Jurunja really has confidence.
Jurunja?
Yeah, really has confidence in his team there, only needing the one move, I guess.
I mean, hey, he spent 1 point and he spent 1 point well. He's like, hey, Rock Weather Ball's all I need. This is all I'm going to throw. And it's doing some work. We're seeing it do some work here. Just keep throwing these things, putting on so much pressure onto the opponent. Just throw. No shield. Venusaur's getting pretty low at this point.
Yeah, it almost took out all of Venusaur all on its own with one move, just spamming it off every time. That is quite amazing. Here comes the Psycho Boost. Lickitung pretty low, both go down, and we'll just have to see what the opponent decides to bring in. But Gliscor's ready to meet it with a shield, and it is Dusclops. Oh man, what a bad position to be in here. Off comes the Night Slash. Hopefully we do not get a boost if you're on the other end of this. But Gliscor throwing off another Night Slash, and there's the boost. Wow.
Oh no.
Oh
no.
Just running wild, able to throw another Night Slash. Hopefully we don't get double boost just to add. Oh, nice catch though. Nice catch. I do like that. Ice Punch gonna actually hit this time. Oh, wow, making that a lot closer.
Not gonna be enough.
Yeah.
Not going to be enough, unfortunately. Ice Punch just not doing enough damage, but we are going to the final round of the regionals tournament.
For the
if Jurunja takes this one out, he goes to Continentals if he wins this set of 3. So, really interesting matchup with the Shadow Muck up against the Lickitung, seeing it swap out into the Kingdra. This is a really wacky team on the opponent's end, by the way. This is going to be a pretty hype finals.
Yeah, Sage Grow's coming in here. He has the Shadow Muck, Kingdra, another Dusclops, Machamp, Zangoose, and Gliscor. In here we do see a Kingdra able to do a lot of work. Dragon Breaths kind of go unresisted here, unchecked for the most part, unless you have an Ice type there, because Steel is out. In comes that Muck throwing a Thunder Punch, and it is Shadow, so doing a lot of damage here. Out comes the Lickitung, and able to Body Slam spam. Gonna definitely need a shield there because we're Shadow. And we do have a lot of energy built up, able to farm that down, and in comes the Shadow Machamp, and we'll see if they decide to Rock Slide, and it's a Cross Chop, and it's shielded.
Ooh. Yikes. Really unfortunate there. You really just want to be playing that shield game. Shadow Machamp still taking a lot of damage from the fast moves from Noctowl, so it's not the end of the world. Noctowl actually deciding to double shield there before throwing this Sky Attack, and they're just going to let Machamp go. Machamp did its job, but wasn't going to be able to get to another one, so now Muck can come in and unleash all of the energy that it picked up. Thunder Punches for days. Oh, actually Noctowl getting a charge move off first, so Muck deciding to run the shield here, wants to keep all of this energy ready to go, and we're seeing the the swap into Lickitung, throw the Body Slam before Muck can do a single thing. What a play!
And able to save that Pokemon too. And then here we do see that Purified Dusclops into Noctowl. And at this point, the best answer is those Ice Punches, which still are not doing that much. In comes the Kingdra here, gonna Dragon Breath away and definitely use a shield here from Noctowl. Noctowl staying in and able to do a lot of work here. Already took a shield and doing a lot of damage here. Finally switches out into that DD. And let's see if this goes unshielded. It is going to be that Outrage.
Oh, it's going to do a lot of damage. Yikesies! Okay, but I was still able to take it out in the end, but Deoxys is pretty low here. Dusclops can come in and do a nice little bit of work up against this Deoxys. You be able to tank this charge move, even if it was a Rock Slide, a Thunderbolt, a Psycho Boost, no matter what move Deoxys was throwing, Dusclops would be able to tank it there. Going for the Psycho Boost now, so we do not see a shield from Dusclops, but it can tank it. Getting pretty low at this point, but able to take the Deoxys out. In comes that Noctowl, throwing the Ice Punch straight away, knowing the thing was coming in and coming for a hurting. Does take it out, seeing this swap out into Shadow Machamp, and it is Shadow Machamp versus Gliscor. This is not where Shadow Machamp wants to be. Does burn the shield,
and it does
gonna see just for as much energy.
Yeah, it does seem like a pretty uphill battle here. Jurunja got 2 shields to work with and able to block both those moves, and looks like might be able to just take this away with that Gliscor. Oh man, and we do see Dusclops was at an Ice Punch too. So here we go, final matchup for the championship. We do have a 2-0 already, so let's see if Sage Gross can at least get a match here. Let's see. Not where you want to be. It was able to switch into Kingdra, but Kingdra was met by that Meganium Frenzy plants away, and
Yikes.
oh yeah, this is just going to be an Octazooka. Maybe you get a debuff on the way out. Nope, no debuff there. Oh,
nah.
Muck likes this matchup here. Muck and a Meganium, but we do have to keep in mind Earthquake could be coming. Nice.
Yeah, still getting a shield out of there. Muck getting able to farm the rest of it down though. Can really bring in that Noctowl again. Try and get some charge moves off, but these Thunder Punches are seriously going to add up. Noctowl is just taking a little bit of a beating everywhere it goes. No matter what Pokemon it faces, it seems to be able to just eat something from it. Burning the shield on the Muck to keep the energy again. We know that Muck with energy can be a little bit dangerous. Swapping out into the Machamp now, trying to do as much damage up against the Deoxys that has come in, but not going to do much. Cross Chop is not the biggest damaging move when you're up against that Deoxys, unfortunately. So seeing no more shields coming through from the Deoxys, wants to tank that Cross Chop, and yeah.
And that Muck is just gonna hurt with that Psycho Boost, being that part poison type. Even though we do have a lot of energy to throw, not able to throw anything at all. And did it really matter? We had 2 shields up there, so Jurunja a pretty convincing win here. And let's go up here and show the team again. Jurunja, and he was running that Lickitung, DD, Noctowl, Meganium, and Castform Gliscor. Wow, what a team there. Amazing run there. So it looks like his only loss came to Pogo Joel right at the very beginning of the tournament, and then we never looked back at all. He was able to come back and come out undefeated. Really nice guy. He will be the winner of our trophy here, and Sage Gross is going to be getting our 2nd place medal for our local regional here. What did you think about his team?
I mean, look, we kind of mentioned at the start, there's not a lot of 10-point teams that have been doing well, teams with 10-point Pokemon, but Jurunja showing why Lickitung is in that 10-point slot, did so incredibly well. Such a great Pokemon, doing so much work. So many teams that just didn't really have like a really good, solid answer for it in that second round, especially where they just couldn't really get anything in a spot where Lickitung was scared. Able to lead that Lickitung, like, you know, game after game after game, doing so much work. The power, being able to put some threats up against the Regirox that were around. Really just like, I think I have a bit more respect for the 10-point mons, especially that Lickitung. And I guess it might give some credence to maybe looking at some cheaper options if you really can't fit it onto your team. If you do want to go for the cheap one, maybe go for like a Licky or something. But Lickitung is powerful, and you can still afford to have Lickitung and Defense Deoxys in one team. That is a powerful combo, especially with Deoxys having that sort of, you don't know what moves it's going to have. It could have Thunderbolt. It's
a super thick team. You thinking about those two together is a dangerous combo, and finding something that covers both is going to be tricky. So keep an eye out for Jurunja as he moves on to Continentals. And then I think another one I just wanted to point out too was that Noctowl. He did play it throughout his tournament run, but in that championship match, we just saw it go to town, able to take hits where we needed it, able to do enough damage to keep everything else, the rest of the team, lined up really well. So Noctowl was definitely an MVP in that final round. But I love this team, and we had that shiny Lickitung. So congrats to our winner, and we hope that you do a good job representing Nevada in Continentals. PvP Steve, how can we find you?
You can't. I don't exist. I might have a YouTube channel, PvP Steve, maybe. I'm not too sure. Might be on Twitter as well. Same. It's the same name everywhere. If you type PvP Steve into Google, something probably might come up. But I mean, I've got a little bit over a week until my regionals as well. So if I start running this exact team, don't question it.
For sure. Alrighty. Thank you so much for joining us today, Steve, and helping out. And to all of the trainers out there, thank you. If you did find this helpful, fun, please do drop a like, subscribe, and until next time, trainers, battle on.